Good afternoon. Good afternoon, everyone. My name is Amina Bey. I'm the Executive Director of the Newark Workforce Development Board, and we are so happy to have you here, the launch of our Newark WOW vehicle, our Workforce on Wheels vehicle, another great initiative from the City of Newark, from our Mayor, Ras J. Baraka. And this is something that has been in the works for a while, from our Deputy Mayor of Workforce Development, Rahman Muhammad. And this is just a wonderful day here in the City of Newark. We want to thank the Newark Housing Authority for being a partner. We want to thank HelloFresh for being here. We are really grateful for this opportunity. We want to thank One Huddle for being a partner in this initiative. We just want to know how many residents here have been on the van so far? How many have had a chance to meet with the different employers and to take advantage of the services that we have to offer? So we're going to be here for a good amount of time today, but right now what I want to bring to the podium the Deputy Mayor of Workforce Development, Mr. Rahman Muhammad.
Good afternoon, everybody. So this idea for the two tools that we're going to use to help residents get jobs in the City of Newark, an additional tool, was born out of an idea that the mayor had for the Model Neighborhood Initiative, where he mandated that the departments, every director in the department came up with a way to go into the model neighborhoods to give our service to the community. And so because we were in charge of workforce, the only way we would have been able to do the service was to knock on doors, which we didn't think was efficient. And so the idea was born to actually get a mobile vehicle so that we can go into the model neighborhoods. But before we speak more about that, I wanted to bring up the Commissioner of Labor for New Jersey, Mr. Adam, to come up and just say a few words, because it's something, an idea that I pitched to him a couple of months ago, and I just wanted him to say a few words about it, and then we'll proceed.
Thank you, Deputy Mayor. It's wonderful to be here with everybody for this really exciting, innovative effort and event. I want to commend the Mayor, the Deputy Mayor, Amina, and the whole team here for coming up with this really great idea of how can we get our vital services, our shared services, into communities where people need this assistance. And I know that this van and the other work going on here in Newark will really create pathways to economic opportunity for so many of Newark's citizens and make Newark a better place and a better opportunity for everyone. So thank you for your leadership and innovation, Mayor and Deputy Mayor. Look forward to the continued partnership between our agencies. Thank you very much.
Next person I want to bring up is the interim director for the Newark Housing Authority, Ms. Ellen, who we could not think of a better person to partner with than the Newark Housing Authority. We know a lot of tenants are looking for employment, and so we wanted to come where we had a lot of residents looking for jobs, and so we asked the Housing Authority to partner with us on our first positive recruitment, and so I want to bring up Ms. Ellen to say a few words.
Good afternoon, everyone. Today marks another great collaboration between the City of Newark and the Newark Housing Authority. The Workforce on Wheels is one of the best examples that Mayor Baraka has had in terms of his intentional initiative to promote job opportunities for the residents of Newark. It's extremely important to plan and prepare for your future. So setting personal goals and making preparations to meet them is critical. Herman Edwards said, "A goal without a plan is a wish." So for the applicants for these jobs, it's on you. You have to do the work. Mayor Baraka has made this mobile unit available to all of the residents who wish to plan for their future, so we encourage you to use it as a part of your meeting your goals. We're just so thankful for the City of Newark for all of their energy. And we also thank all of the workers at the Newark Housing Authority who have fully embraced this initiative and are vested in its success. Thank you.
You're gonna have to excuse my voice. I'm a little hoarse. The mayor has me on another assignment for 3 weeks, and my voice is a little strained from that assignment. So, in addition to this vehicle that we are presenting today, we wanted to present something else to the community and to the residents of the city of Newark. Another idea that we came up with to help residents practice for what you call a TABE test. Which is a standardized state test that you have to take to get services for getting skills training inside of the city of Newark. And so we came up with an idea to create, well, the developers of the app came up with an idea to create an app called One Huddle, which is a gaming, it's like if you was playing PlayStation or Xbox. You download it on your phone, and you're actually able to practice the same questions and math questions, reading, whatever is on the TABE test. It will be part of this app so that residents will be able to download it on their phone, and they will be able to practice and take the TABE test and be able to pass it at much higher numbers than what currently is happening. So I wanted to bring Sam up from One Huddle so that he can say a few words in regards to it.
Thank you, Deputy Mayor. Thank you, the mayor and the team at Newark Works. One Huddle started because we saw a problem specifically with the way that people are getting up-trained for the workforce. With planting our feet in Newark and moving our company to Newark, we tried to connect with the city and were able to do so to find a way to contribute beyond just everything that the city brings to my company being here in Newark. And One Huddle is a workforce training platform. We get people ready to work through quick burst trivia games. The workforce is different today. Everybody here, I'm sure it's more fun to play a game that gets you ready than to read a manual or read a playbook. And that was the concept. Like the Deputy Mayor mentioned, the TABE test is something you have to get through to get access to some great vocational training that the city already offers. So we're just trying to be a part of that. We built a custom game for the city and for the people of Newark that as you prepare for the TABE test, you can download our app and play quick burst games. They take 2 to 3 minutes to complete, and then the process will actually get you more prepared for the test, make it more fun, make it engaging, make it something you can do anywhere in the city. So, thank you to the city for being a part of it. I hope that this is just the beginning of more jobs, more opportunities, and a more powerful Newark. So thank you.
And so I want to bring, the mayor's going to come up and give his vision, but let me just give you a brief story about the vehicle here. As I stated to you earlier, the idea was actually born out the mayor's stressing into his directors that he wanted us in the M&I areas and that we had to bring our service directly to the residents in the community. And as I stated to you, for our part, because we were dealing with jobs and training, we had to find some sort of mechanism to do that. And so this process started 2 years ago, where the approach at first was to get a much larger vehicle, a RV, and we were in the process of raising money. And unfortunately, it takes a lot of money to purchase RVs. And so the director, and I want to thank the police director, I don't know if he's here or not, the director, after hearing my cries for 2 years, finally said to me, I have a vehicle to give you. I'm going to call you on this and see what you're going to do with it. And so this was actually a mobile police center, where you used to send it to the neighborhoods, and if things happened that was bad, people would actually be arrested and placed inside of this vehicle. And so we took a vehicle that used to arrest people and converted it into a vehicle that employs people. And so I want to give the police department, because I'm on them for a couple more, because he got some other vehicles sitting out there. I want to give them credit for hearing our cries and being partners. This is exactly what the mayor has been trying to do, get us to work together. And so I want to give them credit for them actually hearing our cries, seeing that they had a vehicle that was being underutilized and actually gave us the vehicle so that we can actually do something positive in the city. And so we're going to use this vehicle to go into the toughest parts of the city. I want y'all to be clear. This vehicle is not going to be on Broad and Market. It's not going to be on Broad Street. It's not going to be in the downtown area unless there's probably some parade or something that's happening out there. We're actually going into the neighborhoods to give people another option. And we're going to actually go and ask people, listen, we're giving you two choices. Either you want to go to work or you want to get arrested. If you stand out here, you're going to get yourself in trouble. If you come inside here, we can help you do something else with your life. And so that's what this vehicle is going to do. I'm going to bring the mayor up because I want y'all to know this picture because he gets on me about putting his picture up there. But, right, he don't. No, but I am because I know the work he's doing. And so this picture actually was up here because it's actually from a rally that we did at the port. I want everybody to understand, this ain't just a picture of him posing. This is not a posing picture. This picture is actually from a rally that we did at the port where his clarion call about higher north is where when it started. And so I thought that it was only to give him honor and put his picture up there with the slogan higher north to reflect what he's trying to do in his community. And that is to let corporations know. And that's to let corporations know that the residents of Newark want to work too, and that we want opportunities. And so I want to bring up this man, this visionary, who, as far as I'm concerned, I am so proud to work for. I'm sorry? Okay. I'm sorry. See, this is my passion, so let me. I want to bring up first, before the mayor, I want to bring up the representative from HELLOFRESH who partnered with us, who's actually a company that moved from Linden into the city of Newark that's hiring over 1,000 Newark residents in the city of Newark, and they partnered with us here today, and they're going to partner us many days to get residents jobs in the city. And so I want to bring up the representative for HELLOFRESH.
So hello everyone, my name is Pablo Buzz. I'm the HR manager for customer care at HelloFresh. So I am no stranger to Newark, having grown up, pretty close to here and visiting on the weekends whenever my parents would allow. And as a corporate citizen, I'm also no stranger because I've been working out of Newark for a few years, even before HelloFresh. So HelloFresh has been here for a year and counting, right? Having moved from the Linden facility. We started off there, one small location with distribution and customer care all in one small office. And thankful to our customers who are growing and booming, so is business, so we need more space. So customer care went off to a building in the gateways off of the Newark train station. And the distribution facility had a building, built in Newark and Lister Street. So we actually have two locations now in Newark for almost around the same amount of time. So some folks are new to the meal kit industry because the business overall is pretty new, right? About 5 years. So we are a global company out in 9 countries, including the wonderful United States of America. And anyone who's calling for help as a customer, whether they're calling us, emailing us, live chatting us, depending on what the preference is speaking to someone out of Newark, New Jersey, right? So it's kind of neat that this new business that you're seeing commercials about is here. Like, it's for me, it's home in the county and in the city. So that's pretty exciting for me. So when Tom and Tom, I don't know where you are, but when Tom and Anita came calling to say, hey, can we partner up with you? I said, let's give this a round and see how it goes. And so far, it's been a great experience for us being able to partner with representative of Newark Works so directly, for them to understand what are our roles, like what do we need, what are the skills that a customer care agent, for example, would need. And then when they said, well, we have some candidates for you, so I said, all right, let's do this. Let's have a meeting and let's kind of connect. So that's basically what Stephanie and I are doing by speaking to everyone is saying, okay, if you feel like you're a candidate who's qualified and you would like to join with HelloFresh, then let's kind of see what we can do. As far as the meal kit industry, if you don't know what it is, basically we have folks who want delicious meals, food that is healthy, that's delivered to your doorstep based on the recipes that you've chosen. So if those things sound good to you, then you would probably be a customer of HelloFresh. which, so if you like green and white, you can also be a customer of HelloFresh, right? So all things may apply to you. So it's a subscription service that we're excited about. We want our agents to be excited about it and also empathetic to our customers who deserve great care. So hopefully that's what some of the folks who have we've spoken to today have in spades. So ultimately, we would love to say we have some hires from here. We already have some hires from the program, but this outreach program is pretty interesting for me. It's a day out of the office where we're going live and having these impromptu interviews. So it's fun for Stephanie and I. Hopefully it's fun for some of you. And so I'd just like to thank the Mayor and Newark Works program for affording us that opportunity.
First, let me, I forgot to thank the Deputy Commissioner, Patty Moran, who has promised me that she's going to help us fund staff to manage this for the next 2 years. So I'm calling it to the match. It's on camera now, bro. I also want to thank the representative for HelloFresh. I want to be clear that he's not here for photography. He's actually here to hire people today. So let's be clear. We got individuals here today from HelloFresh that is looking to hire Newark residents. So before you leave, there's going to be some Newark residents interviewed and hopefully hired and HelloFresh to be working in a job, in a career. And we have many more companies we've already talked to, like Amazon, ShopRite, UPS, FedEx. There are many companies that have committed to coming into the neighborhoods. They're going to go in the neighborhood with us. They didn't say, is it going to be on Broad and Market? I told them we were going to the neighborhoods, and they said, you know what, we'll be there with you. And so we have many companies that have committed to coming. So let me bring up this young man. Like I said, to me, he's a visionary. He allows for us to think outside the box, because I got to be honest with you, 2 years ago when I brought this idea, when we had our executive meetings, it was kind of little chuckles in the room from some folks in the room about the idea, because it was like, here come Rock with one of his another ideas. And so, but this man has always told all of us to think outside of the box, that he don't want people to work inside of a box, that he want to hear ideas that are unusual, things that we have not tried before. And so it gives us the space, the time to be able to come up with these type of ideas to implement into the community so that residents can help residents. So I want to bring him up because I don't think he get enough credit for the work he's doing and trying to do. And I want him to come up and give his vision to what he's looking to happen as far as Newark and why he came up with the clarion call, Higher Newark. Here comes the mayor, Honorable Mayor BARAKA.
So I just want to thank the deputy mayor. There's nothing else to be said. He said everything. I could just do the Russell Simmons, God bless, good night. But, I want to thank Newark Works, the WIB, Amina Bay, and all of the staff there that works incredibly hard to make sure that we're getting our residents connected to jobs that are growing in the city. As you know, Newark is changing very, very fast. I was born and raised in this town. I had the opportunity to grow up in this community when times were very difficult, when people weren't interested in this city. And people are coming to Newark. And we can't sit around and think about how things used to be yesterday or wallow in despair and cynicism and talk about how difficult it is for me and watch everybody else around us benefiting from what's going on in our city and get discouraged, saying we don't want to go downtown, we don't want to go through this, we don't want to go through that, we don't want to go through this. And while we're sitting around, people are coming to our city. And while you've been here 15, 20, 25 years, folks are going to come and take advantage of it, and they should. But we should also prepare ourselves so we also take advantage of what's happening. If you can't see things are changing in the city around you, then you must have on blinders because Stevie Wonder can see what's happening in Newark. And it's important for you to be a part of that growth. And we want to make sure, so Hire, Buy, Live is what we're doing downtown, trying to make sure that the anchor institutions are hiring and looking for Newark residents, that they're also investing money in the city into small businesses that are growing in our community. But Newark Works and the deputy mayor is charged every day, they get paid every day to make sure that Newark residents have opportunities for growing markets in our city. I just want to thank HelloFresh for being here. I had an opportunity to stop by the plant and see the kind of innovative work that's happening there, which is really what's the future, and they're going to expand and expand and expand because they're providing a product that people actually want. And when I went there, I was pleasantly surprised to see many Newark residents working at HelloFresh. And I came back to my Friday meeting because Rock is right. There's a lot of cynicism even with the directors. I said, listen, I went to HelloFresh, and those are real Newarkers that work there. And I know the difference. I said, those people in there are real folks from Newark, and I was happy to see that, and I'm also ecstatic that they decided to come out here with us today. And the Model Neighborhood Initiative only means that we're going to focus our resources in specific areas of the city which have been traditionally neglected or traditionally difficult for us to provide investment and support and resources in, that we're going to go to those communities first because they usually are gone to last. And that's basically what Model Neighborhood is, and I want to applaud what RAHAMAN has done here today. This truck is outstanding. It would have been even as outstanding even if my picture wasn't on it. You know, because as long as people are getting jobs, I'm excited about that. Whether I'm on there or not, if he was going to put a picture of me, it could have been a better one. But you know, I want to make sure that individuals in this community and in Newark get an opportunity to work. And this is a pathway to get that done right here today. So if you're somebody on the sideline and you're doubting what is happening here today because it didn't happen yesterday or the day before or the day before that or 5 years ago or 10 years ago or 15 years ago, I would tell you not to have a conversation with your friend about what hasn't happened and begin talking about what is happening today. And get yourself together, stand up straight, put your shoulders back, your head up, go in here and take a shot at it, because nothing beats a failure but a try, and get an opportunity to get a job here today and be one of the ones that walk away as an ambassador, as a success story, and say, I went to that thing and I got a job here today. But I guarantee you that somebody is going to get a job as it relates to what we're doing here today. Let's just make sure that somebody is you. And you need to have that mindset, that positive mindset, and all the negativity, you got to throw it away. And anybody that's coming to you trying to promote negativity, you need to walk away from them, because it's time for you to move forward. Forward ever, backward never. So that being said, I just want to thank everybody for coming out here again today and being a part of this, everybody that made today possible. And whenever you see this truck in the community, know we are searching for people to get them employed, to be a part of the renaissance that's happening in the city. Thank you. So I guess we'll take any questions about this. So I know how you do. It's all right, though. Well, we have a goal as it relates to hire, buy, live. And that goal is to hire 2,020 Newark employees by the year 2020. And that goal is targeted towards most of the anchor institutions, which the city is one, by the way. We are an anchor institution. You know, all the anchors like United, like Eds and Meds, all of those things, and they've came on board. So St. Barnabas has agreed to hire 350 people by the year 2020, right? Rutgers Newark has agreed to hire 200 people by the year 2020. IDT has agreed to hire 50 people by the year 2020. So we have commitments from many organizations around the city, and we're going to try to get them also involved in the things that we're doing like this. But 2020 is our goal by 2020, but we have already hired Newark residents since we came into office and hired a considerable amount of them. Any other questions? No? Thank you.
So thank you for visiting our WOW van, our Workforce on Wheels program. And so what we're doing is bringing jobs and employees and vocational training inside our neighborhoods to make sure employers are able to find good people who are looking to get back into the workforce, and also to match up people looking to get themselves some additional training, some additional services. And so 1008 Broad Street is a location of Newark Works, and what we do is we do a 5-day job readiness program. And part of our job readiness program is to describe who you are, resume writing, We also do job search, and then we also partner with an organization called LISC to do financial empowerment every Friday. And so this program is tailored to make sure that Newark residents are able to take full advantage of all the opportunities that's presented themselves, and we're trying to make sure that 2020 residents are higher by the year 2020.